Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Forster Bowling Club for the 2025 Women's State Carnival Final. We are coming to you live from Forster Bowling Club, and in our final, which has just got underway with the jack being rolled by Kerry Farrell, we have Kerry Farrell, Saylee Jones, Jenny Clark and Leanne Smith, Marylands and Oak Flats. And they're taking on the Sawtell team, Molly Friend, Fiona Sharpe, Jennifer Partridge and Narelle Foy. Kerry Farrell, opening bowl of this final, just a little bit on the short side. Players got one trial end, so they might just have to reset with the speed following the little lunch break. Molly Friend wants this to hold its line. It'll be shot. Molly, her second bowl. Nice correction on the first. Gets a little toucher. Saylee. Some brilliant sunshine here to start our final. It's been a very contrasting day in patches. We've had some heavy rain, had a slight delay, and now we have a little bit of blue sky around. We do still have some clouds threatening this. Hopefully we can get through the final without any more precipitation. Fiona Sharpe. Well, just dropped that one a bit short. Saylee, nice tight line here. Wants to get underneath that last bowl. Kerry's bowls that she can turn up has made a little bit closer. Well, Fiona just wants a bit more pace than the first one. Wants the edge of that. Well, that's a friendly little glide. That'll make them 3 shots to Sawtell at this stage. So Jenny Clark, there is a gap there. She can play up through that head. It's going to be a little wide. Weight, I don't mind with the tight line. Jennifer Partridge. Narelle Foy saying jump in behind. Probably looked at the bowl from Jenny Clark and thought there might be a little bit of evil intention, so to speak, from the Marylands Oak Flats team. And it is a much tighter line from Jenny. I think she might have gone slightly under, but they're all their own bowls there. Doesn't get a result out of it. Well, Sawtell holding a few shots here. So Leanne looking for that port. Can grab the jack, can grab contact. Sit and stay. Does so, gets the shot. So Narelle Foy was 3 up, now 1 down. She can play a similar shot. Couple of chances here for her. Oh, she's got the hole. I'm just looking to backhand to shore up their position. I'm just going to go forehand. They're all their own to push up. Does offer a little bit of protection as well. Wants to leave that alone, or may have just turned it in for shot. Yep, Sawtell now holding one. Just a fraction on the narrow side. Paid the penalty. Narelle Foy just going to plop it up on the backhand. No threat at all. One shot to Sawtell to start our final. My friend delivers that jack. First bowl of the second end, 18 ends to be played here at the Women's State Carnival final. We have a respot rule in place, so the jack is put out of bounds. It will not be a dead end, but the jack will be respotted at the tee. We did start this event with 266 teams, went down to 2. Over 1,000 women in the Barrington Coast area playing over the last week. Big shout out of thanks to our 10 host clubs. Of course, we've got Forster as our main host club, finals venue. Sporties Tuncurry Beach, Pacific Palms, Bulladilla, Halliday Sports, Old Bar Beach, Taree West, or Club West Taree, Taree Leagues and Taree Railway. Hospitality at all of our sectional hosts was absolutely first class. We do thank all of the board, staff, and especially the volunteers of all of those host clubs for their fantastic efforts in providing such great hospitality to the 1,000 or more than 1,000 competitors who converged on the Barrington Coast to enjoy a great week of bowls. A big thank you to Barrington Coast Tourism and Mid-Coast Council for their wonderful support of this event being brought to this area. Kerry Farrell holding shot at this time. Looks just a little on the tight side with that one. Jenny Clark, third for the Maryland's Oak Flats combination, now on the mat. Fairly open sort of head. Players have just lost their way a little bit on this end. Kerry, Farrell, one good bowl. Might be actually three to Maryland's players at this point. Does look like one yellow and one green. That green, just that bowling course has gone past. Is the same as the yellow one near the jack. They're half green, half yellow. And there's these sort of scrappy ends, ones where you can drop a big number. They're the ones that can really hurt your campaign. Jenny Clark's just got a little touch on that one. Maryland's fans in the clubhouse applauding. Kerry nearly stood on the centre line and realised she'd get the naughty finger pointed at her. You have a joke with the players just to remind each other to stand off the centre line during play, just to keep this view up for you. The good thing is a couple of the Sawtell players, they watched back the feed and realised just what we meant. Good effort from Narelle for it, but it's just going to keep going through. Still a few that Leanne Smith's team is holding. Well, it's a tight line from Leanne. It's okay if she doesn't get a touch on the jack. And she's not going to turn that around. She's going to get into count. Turns up. Jenny Clark's bowl sits on the centre line. Might be just one of those ones that just makes that look harder to play. Narelle for it. Well, she's flicked that one wide. No result available out there, so this looks like being a very strong count to Leanne Smith of Oak Flats and her Maryland's teammates. Just needs to play the same as the first one. She's pulled a little bit of weight off, but it should stop. Or maybe not. I think it's actually run through too far. 2, 3. I think that was a 5. It was a very timid sort of indication. Saylee's going up to the scoreboard to turn it over for us, thank goodness. No, 4. Kerry Farrell now on the mat. Delivering for the first bowl of the third end. My friend, well, played some good bowls. Kerry Farrell is a good opening bowl, just wants a slight improvement. You're happy to go up and over. Just in behind. Very good bowling from Kerry. Sets up her team for a good end. Molly. A bit of a tight line. I think she'll be underneath the first one. Just a little disappointed with that. Saylee Jones can draw right down to the jack. Contact on the closest Sawtell bowl is okay on the inside. It's not too bad at home. Fiona Sharpe. It's just a slightly high line. Wants it to get down the inside of that bowl. And done it very, very well. Might just, though, give Saylee a little bit of a target there, the backhand, just arriving up to that jack high bowl. Little tuck around the corners, straight down the centre line. Good for the Maryland's Oak Flats combination. Saylee's just going to get a little touch of that, run away. Still 1-2 Sawtell as the head stands now. Fiona needs to be a little more delicate. Going to change over to the forehand. Probably a wise move. No, she's not. She's playing the backhand, sorry. Wants this to get round, I'd say. There's a little bit of danger here. Maryland's Oak Flats, they can play through this. They've got a good second shot and 2 catches. You see there Leanne indicating to Jenny Clark just to arrive. Play through the shot bowl. They've got 2 catches. Get the shot bowl through clean. Oh, it's just going to be a bowl wide. Does no damage whatsoever. Does improve the head for Leanne Smith's team. She can play through that shot bowl still. Does mean, though, that Jennifer Partridge, she can play to Jenny Clark's bowl. Wants that to miss the jack. Well, that's going to be an absolute cracker of a position. That covers up the Maryland's combinations bowls. Doesn't cut the shot off from Jenny Clark, though. Needs this to hold a little bit under the line or under the weight. One of the two. So under the line. Play the forehand down to try and just get to the back bowls. Hasn't quite sent that one. Leanne Smith, 1 down. It's just a little on the high line. It gets inside of that will be a good result, but yeah. Still looking. Try and get another bowl in that head just to reduce the ability for Leanne Smith to convert. Hasn't quite sent that one with the required weight. So Leanne, she can still remove this bowl just short of jack high. A much tighter line on this one. Didn't get what she wanted, so it's still shot for Sawtell with one bowl left to play on this third end. What's this one to really rip back? I don't think she's got the speed. Have a look to make sure. One taken out. One shot to Sawtell. It's 2-4 after 3 ends. If you are enjoying watching the bowls on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. Get notifications when we go live, such as what will happen tonight at 6 p.m. TAB Platinum League. Platinum Pennant, sorry. That will be underway at 6 p.m. tonight. And tonight's broadcast game is the Raymond Terrace Jets at the hangar hosting the East Maitland Griffins. Jets a little bit patchy this season. They'll be looking for a win to try and boost their chances of once again making the final series, whereas the Griffins, they've had a pretty good start to the season and they'll be looking for a win over their local derby opponents to also further their chances. Tomorrow evening from 4 p.m, it's the Engadine Cougars hosting the Belrose Bulls. The Cougars, they were the early season high flyers and they've just got a little bit of the wobbles over the last few rounds. They'll be looking to bolster their form back to their best with a win over the Bulls, whereas the Bulls, they've had a couple of good results this year. Finals probably not in real calculation at the moment, but they'll be keen to ensure they stick above the relegation zone. Length measured in, definitely long enough. Well, a toucher from Kerry, but she hasn't stayed with it. My friend. Oh, she's just left this one a little bit on the high and wide side. Kerry doesn't need a lot of correction on her opening effort. Can come down quite nicely. Does sit the shot bowl through. Well played. Chance here though for Fiona Sharpe to play a very similar bowl. Can sit that last Kerry Farrell bowl or just tickle that jack back to their own. Just a slightly high line. Probably needed a couple of feet more weight, a couple of feet less grass. Saylee, same idea. There's a couple of bowls she can use as breaks. Does not hurt at all to turn Kerry Farrell's bowl a little and run in behind. That makes it 3 shots to the Maryland's Oak Flats combination. Does also mean there's a big shelf there. Nice little stopping area for Fiona Sharpe. Does have a tighter line on this, but has also given it a bit more of a push. Her own bowl turned into the side. I think Saylee, same idea. Both teams just using that shelf. Wants to come inside Fiona's bowls. Just in between them, not too bad a result. Splits them up. And for Partridge. She's got a much tighter line. Fiona or Saylee. Going to go close, but just split the hole. It's probably not a bad tactic for Jenny Clark to try and draw to that bowl. To that last bowl through the hole. Wait's okay, just hung it out on a high line. Oh, Jennifer Partridge didn't quite give that the right send. Jenny Clark just needs to tighten it up a little on her first effort. Crash on the shorter bowl. Narelle for you. Sawtell, they're trailing 2-4 after the opening 3 ends. It's just gone underneath the line. I think Leanne's probably holding 4 shots here at the moment. Wants this to get off the inside of those to make 5. I think that's pretty close to being 5 now. Narelle for it. Must get in to cut it down. Just needs to hold on. Oh, she's got the jack into the pack. She's probably still a few down. The issue they've got is they've got to try and that ball actually, the blue one is Molly Friends, so that's the just the one. So we're through our first 4 ends, and it's Leanne Smith's team, Maryland's Oak Flats, 5 to Narelle Foy, Sawtell's team, 2, 5-2 after 4 ends. I did think that was a decent count to Oak Flats, but there was one my friend bowl in amongst there. So the turn of that jack did do them a lot of good. Saved a few for Sawtell. Kerry Farrell. First one was a little bit off. That's not too bad at all. Jenny Clark is looking to down the backhand for a couple of fantastic bowls from the seconds. She's turned her teammates' bowl up. It's not too bad a result. Kenny Partridge just going to fade underneath. His head though set up by 2 sensational bowls. The first one from Fiona Sharpe. Backhand draw. Right down to the jack. Little touch, well, not quite a little touch. Absolutely brilliant. And then Saylee Jones, very next delivery, says, well, if you can do that, I can do ever so slightly better. Leanne liked the look of this coming in and then just bang right onto the jack. Leanne wants to just turn Kerry Farrell's bowl up or just get around it. A little bit too much under the line. Well, Narelle 4 just going to crash on the bowls on the outside. Leanne Smith, backhand down to the head. Can get a good result here. Can actually make a couple more. Just got to get through the correct gap, not too far away. Oh, wanted the feather, just ran past. It's a very good home. It's one to Leanne's team at this time. And Narelle's missed that line. So it will be one more to the Maryland's Oak Flats combination. In this final of the 2025 Women's State Carnival. We're coming to you live from Forster Bowling Club. Part of the great Barrington Coast visitor area. And big thanks to the Mid-Coast Council for their support in bringing the Women's State Carnival to this wonderful area. Plenty to do in plenty of towns in the Barrington Coast area. Just do a little Google search, Barrington Coast Visitor. You'll come up with their website. Plenty of ideas for your next getaway. Molly Friend just a little bit under the line with that one. Oh, Kerry Farrell, this one will come back very nicely. Green starting to take a little more grass as the sun and the breeze takes effect to dry out the surface. You'd say had quite a shower of rain overnight. And another couple of showers this morning. Right now we've got a bit of blue sky and we're bathed in sunshine. Saylee need another metre and a bit. And Sharpe, she played a bomb last end. Only to see Saylee Jones play one ever so slightly better with the next bowl. Fiona going to drop in between the two Kerry Farrell bowls. That'll be second shot. Just needs to make it past that bowl. Be good home. Well, it does provide a little bit of protection. Fiona's just given this one a little too much of a push. Jenny Clark just looking to draw down. Wants to get past that bowl. All the short bowls just providing that little barrier. Jenny Partridge, how good is this one? Oh, it's just pulled up on her. Thought that was going to be right down to the jack, but just not quite enough speed. Still that opportunity there for the Maryland's 8 Flats team just to arrive on that backhand, turn their own over. As long as you're not too much overweight, there's plenty of opportunity there to get shot. Two of Saylee Jones's bowls to turn. Just got the edge of Saylee's and ran across the face. A little bit on the wide side. Sawtell has two of the lime green bowls out to the left. Opportunity to turn one of those up to the jack. Leanne Smith can play two of her own bowls. Just roll them in a little. It's also the one in between the two yellows is Molly Friend's Sawtell bowl. Wants to arrive to the shot bowl. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a pest for Narelle Foy. There is a result available here for Narelle if she hits the right bowl. That's Saylee Jones, though. It'll be probably a couple now to Leanne's team. Pretty close to being a counter. Needs to get around those. Just going to catch the Jenny Clark bowl there. Flop out. Close to 3. Three shots it is to Maryland's. Kerry Farrell to get us underway on this 7th end of 18, so we've played a third of our game. Clark will play a forehand down to this head. Wants to get on the inside of that. Ralph Foy says they're down. I think it might be 3 there. Chance here to rectify that. Well, there's an applause here. That bowl, though, very, very lucky. Here's a changing point, though. Gets a glance off the short ones and flops in beside. Still one shot to Sawtell as that head stands. Well, a little bit of good fortune with the first one. Needs to back it up with a good bowl with the second. And it's pretty well pointed. It's going to be in behind. It's a good home. We see that head changer. They were probably 3 down. Quick, wide, gets the glance off the short bowl. Hits the one just about jack high and glances off towards the jack. Nice little rub. Narelle hasn't sent that one. Leanne can play to reach here. Underneath to the lime green bowl. Tried. Going to crash into the short one. Oh, no, she's going to get underneath. Well, that was a good bowl. 2 shots to Sawtell. Just keeps them in touch, 9-4. Molly Friend holding shot with her first bowl. Tightened it up a little. Very good effort. It'll be holding 2 now. And Kerry looks on a good line. Fiona Sharpe now on the mat. Wants to get on the inside of that Molly Friend bowl and has done it very, very well. Saylee looking to get one close. Currently probably 2 or 3 down, and that is very well bowled. Second shot. Fiona pulled that one across the body a little bit. Saylee, very close to the first one. Decent line again. Gets the feather, flops in. That's 2 second shots. Jennifer Partridge, I think, probably needs to follow her down. Narelle is not sure who's shot there by that indication. There is a nice line down to those Saylee Jones bowls, though, on that forehand side. Also, a little touch there would probably bring the jack to her teammate's bowl. She's just going to go underneath. Jenny Clark just faded underneath. Good effort. Some very close bowls in this final. 2025 Women's State Carnival coming to you live from Forster Bowling Club. Big thank you to Barrington Coast, Mid-Coast Council. Looking for a destination for anything in the future, a little holiday, check out Barrington Coast. And Jenny's just pretty much repeated her first bowl. Oh, Narelle Foy's matched Jenny Clark's bowls. Leanne Smith wants this one to really break down to Fiona Sharpe's bowl. Not too far away. Great bowl and touches the jack across. Probably made 2 there. Foy looking to make contact on that bowl. Well, I think it's still 1 shot to Leanne Smith. Very close to drawing another. 2 absolute clangers from Leanne Smith. That was 2. We'll just watch what they put on the scoreboard. Yep, 2. 11-4 after 8. Kerry's opening bowl, just a little short. Molly, a rare miss for her. Just lost control of that delivery, I feel. Kerry wants up to a metre on her first bowl. Wanted to get past that one. Good bowl. Still a bit of room. Oh, Molly, just a little on the wide side again. Still plenty of room there. The backhand for Saylee Jones. Her two bowls on the way in, but she's not going to get there to promote them. On Narelle. She's just saying to Fiona, pick a hand and draw. There are a few down, but there's plenty of room to get one in. Saylee, slight overcorrection with the weight. It's going to finish in behind. That's a pretty good home, though. You feel it's critical now for the Sawtell team to get one in there. Their scrappy end, where you drop a big number, are the ones that really do hurt. Fiona Sharpe has almost delivered that bowl required. Probably still a couple to the Maryland's Oak Flats team. Backhand draw through their own. Nice, confident draw up. You make contact, you'll push them in closer. Ideally, though, you just want to split the gap and get a nice shot. Doesn't want too much piece of the jacks, just run through. Do think that one will count. Quite a tight line from Jennifer Partridge. Well, gave it a chance. Probably a bit lucky to get the full result, but your luck starts when you're up. Good thing for the Maryland's team, Maryland's Oak Flats. They can afford to reach here. A trail is a big result, and she's got the touch but not trailed the jack at all. We still 1-2 Sawtell with the lime green bowl, but big danger right behind the jack. They really need to be up there with this weight to be another counter. And if you miss, you need to miss long. She's going to miss very long. That's actually pretty good, though. Does limit the weight that Leanne Smith can use to trail that jack. At the moment, she wants to play backhand, trail it between 6 inches and a foot. 15 to 30 centimetres. She can get that little trail that far. She'll make 2, possibly 3 or 4. It's depending on how it sits. A little bit tight, you get the straighten off the shot bowl, so Nice confident draw up with that backhand side. Just under Kerry Farrell's bowl. Really well under Kerry Farrell's bowl. Giving it every chance with this one. Oh, she's drawn it close. Narelle Foy's going to have to play this as if she's down. Try and draw a shot. Trying to go the forehand side. She can turn her own bowl up. She can draw the shot. Just be a bit of a nuisance in one way. Leanne Smith doesn't need to do too much different from the first one. It's around that bowl, down to the jack. Got the little touch. I think that's made a couple. Narelle Foy can punch her own bowl up. She's got it on the side. The lime green one's theirs, but I don't know. Well, it could be two. That's two taken out already. Going to measure for the third. Two. Kerry Farrell will roll the jack again for the Maryland's team. Maryland's Oak Flats combination. Maryland's now, after the halfway point, have a 9-shot lead, so we've got 9 ends to go, and it's 9 the difference. That was a decent start for Kerry Farrell. In behind, close to a metre. Can't tell from this end of the green to the other, and the camera angle can be a little bit deceptive as well. Molly Friend just needs to run this out. Well, it's going to be a bit on the short side. Kerry just take half a yard off would be more than enough. Pretty well pointed. Just needs to run a little further. Well, Leanne's giving that one a little bit of an applause. That's a good bowl. Molly, her grass line was impeccable with her opening bowl. Just needs a little more running. It's tightened it up a bit. Just going to run into Kerry's bowl and push it onto the jack. Well, Saylee, I like the idea that they're going backhand here. Gives you the chance just to draw to the jack. Kerry's bowl now, jack high. If you can just tuck that round the corner, you've got her own waiting at the back. Tidy it up, make it a little bit harder for Sawtell to get in there. Maryland's can afford just to grind this one down now. Maryland's Oak Flats just want to score each end. Pop that jack away so that Sawtell aren't given the opportunity to convert. quite going to run that one out. Still there, though, underneath that bowl. Saylee's going to try and get round the back. Comes to a decent house. Fiona needs to just give this one a little bit more of a push. Wants to get just under. Well, thump her own up is okay. It's going to make Jenny Clark switch over to the forehand side. Probably want to load this head up. That's not too bad on that line. Set the Fiona Sharpe bowl. Just got the glance. Good home behind. And Jenny Partridge, her own bowl's on the way in. Good intent on this one. Wants to just get under Fiona's bowl and got the crash. Pushed another one up though, and that has opened up the backhand side for Jenny. Probably easier now to play that and deliberately play to either sit those bowls. If you're a bit tight, you get the trail around the corner. You want that position in there. You need to make sure you're around those short ones. Just going to fade it underneath. The weight was good. Looks like a good line from Jenny Partridge. Wants it to hold. No, it's rolled one of their own out. So, opportunity for Leanne Smith here. She can play that backhand with a lot of confidence. Very little danger. You just arrive to that jack. Just trail it down the line. You can make 4 or 5. And you're covering up the chance for the Sawtell to get shot. You make a 4 or 5 at this stage. You're almost turning the lights out on your opponent. Just giving it a chance. Nice confident draw. Wants this to get right down to the jack. And brilliantly done. Knocked it in behind. Might have made just the 2, but has covered that up on Sawtell. And Narelle Foy went from having a good look at the jack to it's covered up. Oh, she's trying to play a shot to open it up. Just poked it down the line. Probably should have taken just a bit more time with that shot. Just made sure she was on the right line for the weight she was going to use. For Leanne, well, it's don't be jack high is the only requirement here. Get a counter, just don't be jack high. If you are, be just inside that purple one on the outside. That, though, is a very good home. It'll be at least 3. So Narelle Foy, a little bit of pressure here. Much better line. Giving this one more of a chance. Is it going to get down or is it just going to run? She's pushed it. It's going to sit on the bowl at the back. Too fancy. We've got another count of 3 here. 1 Kerry, Farrell, and 2. Oh, it's just the 2. But very good shots for the Maryland's Oak Flats combination. Leanne just popped it on the wrong centre line, realised. Kerry Farrell will give us the first bowl of the 11th end. 18 scheduled to be played in this final. Molly Friend. Well, this is a very good bowl. Sits on the inside of Kerry Farrell's. Got the shot. Beautiful sunshine here now at Forster Bowling Club for this final of the 2025 Women's State Carnival. Kerry, another good bowl. 2 in the head. Molly Friend has the advantage at the moment. Haven't seen any jacks put out of bounds so far, but if we do, the end is not dead. The jack will be respotted at the tee. Saylee will play her backhand. Like the idea where Leanne's saying just arrive to Molly Friend's bowl. Trying to be positive to make sure that she's up and thereabouts. Saylee left that one a bit on the shy side. Fiona Sharpe, one of our fantastic volunteers who assists in running the Mid-North Coast region. To thank everyone who works in the region for their wonderful work in trying to promote the future of our sport. Often goes unappreciated, but we do very much thank all of those volunteers. Saylee, well, I think she's just gone a tad wide, but can get her own in. Fiona's bowl, just not going to let go quite enough. Backhand draw, just with a little bit of confidence to try and make sure you arrive. Nice tight line from Jenny. Anything but the hole, and straight through the hole. Jennifer Partridge. Wants this to really rip back now. It's going to be close. Yeah, it's another counter. Well done. Right, chance here for Sawtell to score a few, but they need Jenny Clark to miss this again. Just going to slide through that same hole. Well, that's the sort of luck you need sometimes. From your opponent, that is. You need a little bit of good fortune. 2 fairly good efforts, but that hole, big enough for a bowl, and she's found it twice. Now, don't clog it up. Well, Jennifer Partridge wants this to get the inside of that one and come in. That one will count. So there's a few shots here for Sawtell. Leanne Smith needs good weight. Just want to arrive to the jack-high bowls and flop in. Really don't want to sit it so it can be removed. You want to try and draw a shot. Leanne Smith. He's got a slightly tighter line than Jenny Clark had. Can get off the inside of that one. Well, don't think she's changed the head significantly. Narelle Foy. Well, she's going to draw forehand. Wants to stay out and around Leanne Smith's bowl. Well, she's snuck just inside it, so she probably does count. Needs 2 feet on the previous. Slightly wider. Will come back. Weight's good. Very good bowl from Leanne Smith. Well, with the team up 15-4, down plenty on the head, that is a huge bowl. That could just be a battery flattener for Sawtell. They'd have been thinking we're back in this for the show. Oh, she's got it brilliantly. That could have made a few again. Might have just brought a team back into the count. Brought in 3, 4. 4 shots. Wow, what a turnaround. Oh, I've hit that twice. I have. Just got reminded those two could be hot shots, and yes, I did press the button. So if you're wondering what our hot shots are, they're of course the little replays we press and we export them out. And we put them onto Facebook as a reel. 2 in a row, that's good. Kira might stitch those together for the hot shot reel tonight. Good response to those on Facebook, plenty of views, so we'll keep doing them. But fantastic bowl by Leanne Smith. Only to see her opponent whip her bowl out to bring back 4 of the shots. Good effort from Kerry Farrell here. Brings it back to 13-11. Oh, hang on. I've got a different score than what's on the board. I'm just going to go back to what's on the board. I think I pressed the wrong button at some point. Our scoreboard out there says 8-16. After 11 ends. So what's on the scoreboard is what I will put on I may have bumped the button a couple of times. We are playing in the direction that the even numbered ends are being played, so that would be right on the board. I think I've accidentally touched the button twice. Good ball from Saylee. Jenny Clark just trying to draw down to Saylee Jones's bowl. Wants it round that one. Jenny Partridge. Just crashes there. Last bowl before out thirds. And seconds and leads cross to the head end and the skips go back. Last end. Leanne Smith. There's a few down. Played this absolute bomb to get shot. Raphael Foy, she stepped up, knowing her team needed a result. Down, it's actually 16-4 they were down. Just plays enough weight to turn that one through past the jack and pick up a 4. Narelle's a bit tight on that one. Oh, good ball from Leanne Smith. Narelle a bit wide on this one. Leanne can just gently draw down to a previous bowl. No real danger here. They're holding a couple. Purple bowl just short on the centre line. Fiona Sharpe's. That's the one she wants to beat. Can turn the jack for a good result as well, but that's very good. I think that's 3. We've got 6 ends left to go, 11 shots the difference. Could well have been 20 shots to 4 if Narelle Foy hadn't played that absolute cracker in the end before last. Do you get the feeling that the momentum, though, is all with the Maryland's Oak Flats combination. They seem to be the ones coming up with the big bowls. Sawtell really do need to just grab this game by the scruff of the neck over the next end or two. Do need a couple of good results. Kerry Farrell, that's what you want to see your lead do. Front hopper. Molly, weight's not too bad, just a little bit on the wide side. Kerry, another good bowl. Would love to just get past her own. Doesn't want to sit jack high. Well, it does open up the opportunity for Sawtell a little. It's two good bowls. He's just going to try and put one. He's just pushed it out a little wider again. Saylee Jones will draw up. Leanne saying, try and get one in behind. Plenty of good options on either hand. Just arriving. No problems to change this head up a little bit. It's just going to fade underneath, but it is behind. Very good. Well, Fiona Sharpe, that looks to be just going to fade across. It's in the area. Just a little bit short. Doesn't make it easier for the Sawtell team. The breeze has come up. We'll just slightly hold the bowls out on that forehand side, ever so slightly. Well, Fiona wasn't too bad there. I think now it's time for the Maryland's team to come down on that forehand side. In behind from Jennifer Partridge. Pretty good result. Jenny Clark, forehand draw. What you're trying to do here, I think, is get to that jack high bowl. You can turn your own in or just sit that bowl down and around. Well, that's going to be counting. Sawtell need to reach. It's a big wall there to sit through. Jenny Partridge has gone fairly solid at it. Just peeled off Jenny Clark's bowl. Well, looking at this, Leanne Smith has a couple of options. Needs to cover that tee, green bowl on it. But, two down right at the back. No, one of them's out of bounds, so it's going to be one down right at the back, so she might just consider playing the forehand with 2 or 3 feet of weight, try and get around the white bowl that is just short, out to the left of screen. can just get a couple of rolls out of the purple. It's a dark purple bowl just on jack high. You bring a whole heap of bowls in, and then, of course, if you happen to miss that, you come to a good home at the back. That's exactly what she's trying to play. Wants to get that out, or just rolled it up once. But it's come to a good home, her bowl, so a little unfortunate not to get a bigger piece. Does open the door for Narelle Foy to try and play through this head. Wants to make contact and run on. Oh, he might have just given Leanne the chance to try and play for that bowl again then. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Just turn it over. Trying to just make that harder for Narelle Foy. At the moment, that would look as big as a house, the target. She can come inside Narelle's bowl. Get Kerry over once. Oh, that has probably made it a bit worse. That's not the Kerry bowl you want to turn. It was the other one. So Narelle, chance to zip through this. I think she's underdone the grass. And turned her own through, but I don't know if it's done any damage. She stayed as well. B2, the two Kerry Farrell bowls close to the jack. I'll have a look at the third. Oh, no, it's 2 only, says Jenny Clark. So the score goes out at 21 shots to 8. 13 of 18 ends have been played. Five to go, but there's 13 shots the difference. So it's starting to get into the point where you really do need to score, and to score multiples if you're a Sawtell supporter. Maryland's Oak Flats, they'd be happy just to grind out a couple more end wins. The more ends they win means the less ends Sawtell have to catch up. We did see Sawtell win with 2 ends remaining in the semi-final. They'd stretched their lead out to 17. But Kerry Farrell has been leading very, very well with shots like that. Oh, Molly just seems to have faded in the back half of this game. She started exceptionally well. Kerry Farrell, though, has just kept getting better. In the last few ends, Kerry has plonked them very close, provided a very good platform for her team. Molly, or to be drastically underlined there. Well, Saylee Jones, I'd say the forehand is the best option here. What you want to do is get up to that head, just give that jack a little trail. Now looking to make sure you don't give any opportunity for Sawtell to make any more than a one. Just keep putting them under the pressure. For Maryland's Oak Flats, it's try and score one. But if you get the opportunity to make multiples, do so. But don't take the risk that you leave the chance for Sawtell to get a big number, because they're going to need a big number at some stage. Oh, Fiona trying to get down to this. Just through the head for Fiona. Saylee now wants a bit more on than a previous. Just had to push a little hard. Leanne wanted that one to stay up, but it's not going to. It's probably one of the longest ends of the match. Testing the strength of the players. This looks pretty well down from Fiona, but she's just going to catch Saylee's bowl, roll it in. Oh, Jenny Clark has to arrive. I think she wouldn't mind turning Kerry Farrell's bowl over. It should play to actually be up there. If you don't turn it, you get past and cover. It falls up short. It's not too bad. It might just offer a little bit of protection. Jennifer Partridge. Oh, it's just going to go around Jen Clark's bowl. Lose it. Yeah, I like the intention there from Leanne. She's just said, we need one past. Oh, this stays in between those two purple bowls. It's good, but it's just not going to get there. Jennifer Partridge tries to go underneath Jenny Clark's bowl. No wicks. Through to the ditch. Well, it's a bit of a scrappy head, but it's a count to Maryland's Oak Flats at this point. It's 4 at least. Don't know if the white bowl that's short counts. Leanne Smith, forehand draw. Just try and get up to this head. Cover the back. Around Jenny Clark's. Won't mind giving Kerry a little tap or just in behind. Got the tee, counts, covers a little trail. So Narelle Foy, plenty of pressure under this bowl. Down and down a big number. And down a big number on the scoreboard. Just going to fade past. Well, Leanne can add another one here. They'll be holding, well, I think it's either 6 or 7 if Leanne counts. And that will count. So this is pretty much a match-defining bowl here for Narelle Foy. And she's under the line, so this will be a massive count to the Maryland's Oak Flats team. Yeah, the butterfly net and gather them up. It is. It's 6. 19 shots now, the difference with 4 ends to go. Did not expect a one-sided final. The Sawtell team came out and blitzed in their semi. But the Maryland's Oak Flats team, they've just been too consistent so far. They've taken the opportunities. In the last few ends, Kerry Farrell really has set them up. She's played some very good lead bowls. And it's not quite commentator's curse. She's in the right area again. friend. Hopefully she can finish a little strongly here. I think their chances of winning this game have dwindled to nearly zero, but it'd be good to see them just make a fist of the last couple of ends, just to go out and say, oh, well, you know what, we fought hard. Molly draws the shot with that one. Kerry, well, it was commentator's curse. I'd said she'd played very well. She dropped a couple of metres off that. Molly needs a couple of feet on the last one. Saylee Jones, Leanne Smith saying play your forehand. Just come round those bowls that are a little short. There's Jack High, just get inside that. Saylee's inside the line, does not want Molly Friend's bowl, and she's got it. That's Molly going straight up. Still one to Sawtell. Leanne, just give that a little friendly clap, said, okay, that's all right, you got another one. I say there's no point getting cranky at your teammates because it doesn't help. Just encourage. Hopefully they can play a better one with their next one. Fiona. Just going through. Not too bad at home. Saylee, switch to the backhand. This just needs to hold up. She's going to make contact with Molly again. Well, has helped the head. There's still one down. Oh, I think the backhand's the option for them here. Needs this to grab hold of the jack. Leanne saying, just arrive, turn your own bowl up. Can sit that bowl and stay, can come through, take the shot bowl's place. Can whack those two up as well. Well, it's given them more bowls in that area. Very difficult to draw on the forehand through, but there is a sit opportunity on the back. Sawtell trying to get another one in on that hand as well. Got the little slide. Still one. Is an improvement position for Sawtell because that jack can get kicked to the back right and be advantageous to them. Jenny Clark just wants to be up and get a little sit and stay on the shot bowl. And, well, she's pushed it onto the other one. It stayed for one to Sawtell still. A little reminder to Leanne to stand to the side. Oh, Jennifer Palmer crunches on a short one and rolls in. Crowd gives it a cheer. I think that was a little bit more good fortune than good management. But it is two to Sawtell. They've got the tee and they've also got the position out to the back right. chance here, though, for Leanne Smith. She just wants to play her backhand and arrive to the head. Just over the draw, sit the green bowl and stay, or just drag that jack back a little to her own bowl sitting in behind. Well, she's going to try and do it beforehand. Her own bowl's coming up. So her own came up. No real change. They had already had one there. Narelle trying to draw. So one of their own in towards the head. They don't need to score any big numbers. They just need to stop the big numbers happening against them. So Narelle's got to try and add to this count. Well, she might have made a couple. Put tape on to make sure. It does look in from here. The players have to decide though. 2 shots to Sawtell. I'll go to 10. 3 ends remaining, 17 the difference. Well, this could well be the last end. Sawtell have to score this end to keep this game alive. Just 2 remaining after this. There's 17 behind at this point. They score a 1 here. They'll need 2 maximums to force an extra end. It's now into the very difficult category. Having a look at the length of the end. They might decide to play it. They might call on by it. Don't know. No, they're gonna play it. It is long enough. My Molly friend. Decent start. No surprise that Sawtell have gone for the short length. Maryland's Oak Flats, they were going quite long as they felt they had the advantage on that length. It's 17 the difference and 3 ends to play. Well, actually, it's 18 the difference. There's 28 on the scoreboard, so I'll adjust mine. Might have been a 4 they signalled on the previous. And Molly's just faded past. Do signal those counts very quickly. The equation is that Sawtell has to score 2 or more this end, or our final is complete. The laws require you to stop if it gets to the point in a knockout game such as this, where it is impossible for one team to win. It includes getting to a draw because you can win by evening the score on the last end. So for Leanne, it's just get your team to score a single. And the gold medals are yours. Saylee Jones draws the shot. Fiona Sharpe wants the inside edge. Doesn't quite run on. Saylee just threw a bit. Narelle's indication there was 2 down. Well, very good bowl from Jennifer Partridge. Draws the shot. That'll be 1 to Sawtell on this head so far. Jenny Clark, backhand. Wants to get around the purple bowl. It's against her, and she is just going to run through. Matches Molly Friend's bowls at the back. That's not a bad result at all for Maryland's Oak Flats. Sawtell, they need to score a multiple, and realistically they need 3 big multiples to have any chance. They need to score 3 sixes to be even. And Jenny Clark, she can just go around there. Not going to count, but in good home. Hands aware. They need to just keep this to a 1. Narelle Foy. Get first crack at this. Oh, she's just gone around the back. Backhand draw. Nice little gate there to come through. Can get it off that bowl. Gets the edge, runs in, and I'm willing to say that's the game sealer. So Narelle, she's trying to draw that, basically an admission that that game is gone. So, ladies and gents, it now will be official after this bowl that our 2025 Women's State Carnival winners will be Kerry, Farrell, Saylee Jones, Jenny Clark and Leanne Smith. The Marylands and Oak Flats combination. Leanne Smith draws a 2. That'll take the score out 30 shots to 10. And that's the end of the game, ladies and gents. That's the Carnival gone. With 16 of 18 ends played, there's 20 shots the difference. It's now impossible for one team to win. So we have a result. The game is over. Skips have realised, making their way down. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget to tune in to the Bowls New South Wales YouTube page again tonight from 6 p.m. We'll be live from the hangar, the home of the Raymond Terrace Jets, when the Platinum Pennant round against the East Maitland Griffins jumps in the critical game for both. But it's goodbye from Forster, and wish everyone a great evening.